Goodsprings General Store. Let me guess. He's sleeping with the radio on. What a wild, wild person. Hey, Chet, I've heard about you. I think I'm gonna take your stuff. Wastelander Settler Outfit. Yeah. I'm not gonna take his stuff. I mean, take his money. It's pre-war money. I didn't take it. He's got some food over here, though. I mean, it's worthwhile. Maize in particular is very, very good. The rest of the stuff, not so much. Apparently, my karma is going away. Whatever that means. We don't care about that too much. Salesman's Weekly. Good stuff. Hey, Chet. Chet.
Howdy.
Hi. We don't know each other.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Surplus ammo. That is basically bad ammo. It sounds like better. If you don't know what surplus means, you find, oh, that sounds like super. But it isn't. It's the opposite. What makes... Yeah. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
I bet I don't. I'd like to know more about Mr. House, though.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
I think maybe. Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Yeah. Interesting. That's a really good thing right there. It's an explanation for why the world is full of chems.
Take it easy now.
Because in Fallout 3, the world is basically full of, well, bandits and chems. And you're like, hey, it's been 200 years since the war. The war happened in 2077. And I believe we have a date over here. It's that 81 over there, but this is 2281. And of course, he's sleeping in a 200-year-old mattress.
You looking to buy some supplies?
I am, actually. I need repairs and stuff.
Can do.
Let's see. I think he sells... Let me go in here. He sells a repair thing. He does not sell repair things. Unless it's not in MISC. Maybe it's in aid. No, this is my stuff. I'm very good at video games. Don't ask questions. Yeah, I think he sells a weapon repair kit. So we got this all sorted with a mod, and these are mods for the weapons, which is pretty cool. Whetstone, those are MISC. I don't need that. He doesn't sell weapon repair kits. He does sell boxing gloves. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll also sell him some of my stuff. Excuse me. All of my stuff. So we're making quite a little bit of money out of this. I like this. Yeah. And of course...
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Take it easy now.
Will do. Go to bed. And of course, we're gonna do our first repair. Because we haven't done it yet. So, here in boxing gloves, we're gonna start with the good ones. If I press R, I fix them. They're still pretty broken, but they're better than before. Hey, it's Sunny.
Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer?
Yeah, yeah, what do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Goodsprings, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Yeah. Let's talk about the areas around Goodsprings.
Sure. What do you want to know?
What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Saloon and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
The NCR?
The New California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
What does the NCR keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
This other group?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
Huh. What kind of creatures are out there?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Goodsprings. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
That was my nickname in school. That's all I wanted to know. Let's talk about something else.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
It's really interesting that her introduction to the NCR is sort of in the same line as Easy Pete's introduction, but also sort of like casting a different light on them. I need to get to, especially since she talks about the Legion, I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster, straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
I'm a little short on caps, by the way. I don't suppose there's any work available?
Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
I did it already.
Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
Okay, goodbye.
Until next time.
Till next time. Easy Pete's not here, is he? Did he go to bed? Probably has one of these houses. Anyway, as I was saying, I am now all ready for, well, killing some geckos for one, because we died to the geckos, but also killing that jerk. What are you doing over here? Don't bite my legs. Don't bite my legs. I don't want to have to punch you with my... Why are you doing this? This is weird. Your AI is weird. Okay. Okay. Now we're here. Let's take care of everything, really. So this guy's out. I don't know where that guy showed up from. What a weird event. Huh. Right. What killed me? A bear trap. I'm very good at video games. There's more of them. Mm-hmm. Empty Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles. Oh. Johnny. Did you hear that sound? That's wild. That's the wild wasteland. He's got a recharger rifle, which is pretty good because it is extremely expensive. Reading glasses, which I'll take. I'll not take the recharger rifle though. And a Merc Charmer outfit that I might use. He's got some bowling balls. I don't know what this means. He has 5 aces. I think that might be why he got killed. Okay. Now. Where's this jerk? Look at him.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you.
I got to it already.
Come on.
This might be ill thought of. It is not. I don't know what that other gecko is doing, but my fists are they have the fury of a lot of fists. I'm sorry, this is taking a little while. I realize. Why are you not dying as much? The geckos go down so much better. I mean, I suppose I should be using my fist, my gloves. There we go. Merc Cruiser outfit. We're getting... Ooh, medals. No, I don't need that. We're getting some... Look at his veins. Huh. Yeah, I don't know where that gecko went, but there's geckos all over the place. Okay, so we're getting a lot of armor is what I was going to say. Let's see what we have right now. We have the Vault 21 jumpsuit that adds to speech, but the defense rating is pretty shabby. And we have barter speech over there. That's pretty good over there, Hiccup. And this adds melee weapon and sneak, which is pretty nice. I'll go with that, but we of course need to repair that eventually. How do I look? Like a charmer. There is also a fridge up here. Ooh. I can rearm this bear trap. Oh. The fridge doesn't have anything, though. I think that gecko got killed when he was trying to access the fridge. Well, anyway, that's taken care of that. That took a while. Johnny but no laddie. I don't know what that reference is. It's obviously for American people that know what they're playing. Can you imagine? I played Fallout 1 and 2, specifically in regards to Fallout 2. A lot of people reference Fallout 2 as a humorous game, a funny game, because it's got a lot of references, and it does. But I grew up playing Fallout 2 as well as Fallout 1, and I'm Portuguese. I'm from Portugal, and I didn't really watch any of the or hear any of the things that even like I don't think I got a single reference in Fallout 2 growing up, a single one, not even Monty Python, nothing like that. And so I fell in love with Fallout 2. There's a damaged gnome garden in there. Gecko steak. Yeah, let's go with that. Homebrew Sunset Sarsaparilla. I can do that? I just need empty Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles, and then Zender root and Nevada agave fruit, and some bottle caps for, you know, obviously to cap it. What a curious thing. Let's go ahead and get some homebrew Sunset Sarsaparilla. Anyway, let's get back on the road. Let's go back to Goodsprings. So I grew up playing Fallout 2 and not getting a single one of those references. And the funny thing is, or not the funny, but the unfortunate thing is that now I do Let's Plays of Fallout 1 and 2. And all the references, most of the references go right over my head. Most of them just, and I do not get a single one. So I make Let's Play, and that's actually, I think that's my biggest failing. More than the rambling, more than the stuttering that I stutter, it's not really stutter, what's the word? There's some sounds, audible sounds in here. I stumble over my own words every once in a while. And more than the accent, it's the freaking not knowing what the things stand for. Because I think that'd be good for a Let's Play. I think there's an enemy. There's a red scorpion. We got red scorpions. It's actually a bark scorpion. I think it blows up as well if you take its stuff. I'm not very happy about that, honestly. Is the sun rising? I don't think the sun is rising. Oh, there's more. We have bloat flies. These things are annoying. Because they spit at you with their butt. And if you are going to be spat at, it very well shouldn't be with your butt. Because that is about as gross as it gets. Especially when it is this thing. Holy crap. Ooh. You can kill those, by the way. It goes towards New Vegas. And we could see New Vegas. The lights only. Actually, was that New Vegas? Did we just see the lights of New Vegas? Empty Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles. We can make homemade ones. Keep out. So this is where I got shot. There's a snow globe. You found a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. In Fallout 3, they are absolutely overpowered because they actually increase one of your stats by 1. In this game, they increase your skills by 2. And the stats go to 1 to 10, whereas the skills go from 1 to 100. So it's a lot less. It's a lot less of an impact. Sarah the Bear Fieldman. Anyway, we have a shovel and we can take all this stuff. And look at that. While our karma goes down for stealing food from a trader, it doesn't go down from getting drugs off of a grave. And in this case, actually, whose grave is this? In this case, a little bit of ammo. J. Prenzal. Well, I guess it's up to you to know who they were, because I don't. Or who they are. This is our grave. I am looking for this distinctive cigarette butt. What's that all about? Where is it? There it is. They're quest items. It's marked as a quest item by the item sorter. That thing is gonna fall apart at any moment. They told us not to come this way because it's dangerous territory. And for any of you out there who have played Fallout New Vegas and have come this way, you know exactly why it is dangerous. And so do I. We're not going to go up there. We're going to go back. We need to meet the people of Goodsprings. I can take these magical Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles. Let's go into the Prospector Saloon.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Well,
Hello?
what? He got out.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Yeah, I was going around everywhere last night. I overheard your argument, though. What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Why not just kill Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
He's gonna... It's interesting that she says it's not our way. If he comes in here guns blazing, you're gonna have to murder him, or you die. What are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Huh, powder gangers.
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
I wonder if if the powder gangers are a reference to real life stuff. I can definitely see the U.S. having a part of history where, like, railroads used with railroads using prison labor, because railroads used slave labor for a long time, and then slavery was abolished, and then they used prison labor, which is definitely not slavery, definitely. But I can see them having trouble precisely by giving the convicts dynamite and stuff. So I wondered if it is. I want to talk about something else.
All right.
What happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
So I help Ringo and Goodsprings will like me more? What if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
I believe if you do help the powder gangers, they show up to help you every once in a while when you're fighting out in the wasteland. I think that's what happens there. Who was that man you were arguing with, anyway?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Yeah. I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Do you know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Maybe I can help it, or fix it. Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Want me to take a look at your broken radio? I can hear it from here. It seems working fine.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Mr. New Vegas, huh? So you know the robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Yeah, tell me about it. What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
How long has he been in Goodsprings?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Yeah, okay. Never mind, let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Does Goodsprings get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the come and dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Tell me about the NCR.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region, but if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Why do you think the NCR and the Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
And that rumor is actually true. No spoilers, though. It's not a spoiler, but it is true. It's kind of funny that she says that. Later in the game, we learn that is the case. We don't know about the Legion yet, but I look forward to meeting them.
Be careful out there.
Yep. So, your radio.
Way too many strangers coming into town these days.
Yeah.
No offense.
Is it this radio that's that's disabled? No, I think it might be somewhere else. So an examination of the radio's internal components reveals that several parts and connections were popped loose when the radio hit the floor. It should be fairly simple repair job to get it working again. And now it's working. Yeah, there's another radio in here.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
I always, I fixed your radio, though.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
I can't barter for more because I don't have more barter. Thanks for the caps.
You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
No, it's fine.
Be careful out there.
You can actually get a little bit of experience by successfully bartering for more caps. It is this jukebox that's playing music very quietly. Ooh, fixing things. Well, I'll take that. Karma lost. Your face is lost. Ooh, actually, wait a minute. She has a computer thing in here. And the computer has a bad password. My reputation goes down. So, leaving is 2 out of 2 correct, which means ings are out of question. Let's try and go for the little squiggly squiggles. That removed. So, station. Yep, station. Down to the last one. I don't like leaving it to the last one. Let's see what she has to hide. Ooh, and we leveled up. No. It's not any texts. Oh, we're forced to level up on point on the. Okay. We're gonna go up on speech a little bit, and then up on unarmed. And maybe up on sneak. Although repairs are nice, so that it can fix things. Yeah, let's go with that. Actually, that sounds like a pretty sweet deal. And having those over there is probably going to be important. I guess that's it then. Oh. Well, we also have a perk. 75% critical damage against animals and mutated animals. I think this is gonna be a pretty good one over here. Intense training. Lady killer. Retention. No, that doesn't matter. Swift learning. Swift learning is a good one. But it is a wasted one, isn't it? Let's go with the hunter. Good. And the safe is open now. What does a safe have? Not much. It's got a silenced pistol, though. We're not going to steal anything. Definitely didn't steal anything.